Okay.
We good?
Okay. Before we get into this.
Before what?
I don't want to hear anything about the way that I'm sitting right now. Because this is how it's going to stay for the whole entire pod.
That's the start, Mitch. Leave it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're leaving that.
Okay, good.
I don't want to hear a goddamn thing
You're
out of you
sitting
guys
weird
about this right here. Because here's the thing. My legs are sticky. There's sunscreen all over them. There's sweat all over them. My calf is stuck to my knee. And I'm putting up no sort of, I don't even know what the word I'm trying to think of.
You have zero fucking swag.
It
right
is
now.
effort. It's effortless to sit like this, and it's comfortable. It's why I'm doing it.
I don't think any of us were gonna comment on the way you're sitting, but now we are going
now
to.
that you mention it,
Now we will.
Isn't it funny how I did that to get you guys to comment about it?
Now he's trying to flip it over again.
Rent free.
Wow.
Yep. I think he's self-conscious, clearly.
You piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Breakfast ball.
Otherwise, you never would have brought it up.
What did you say earlier about having swag?
That you were alluding to the fact that you have none of it right now.
Yeah, because you have it all in those sunglasses that you're wearing inside.
Yeah, baby.
All of my swagger has left into those sunglasses.
Yep. That's Arizona swag.
Boys, Arizona, before we even got here, was not ready for us.
No, the entire state, they had a notice out. They had lockdowns. They had everything.
There was what do they call, like a silver alert or whatever? They say the boys are coming
That's
down.
when old people get lost, right?
Oh, well,
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Silver alert, 3 old people lost
No,
in
but
Phoenix.
like that kind of notification that pops up on somebody's phone saying the boys are coming. Fucking get ready. Because they're almost here.
Public service
Short
announcement.
course, Wednesday. The boys are rolling up to T1, having an absolute vibe of a time. I fully sending this entire weekend is like, can I say that?
Yeah, I think we've fully sent it.
Because I think we did. I think
Boys.
It was Arizona ate us up and chewed us up. Spit us out.
Arizona was
I can't even speak right now.
Arizona was ready for us.
They were definitely ready for
Arizona,
us.
turns out they did some preparing. They had a good game plan going into the weekend, and
They completely
better team won this
executed.
weekend.
Yep.
How do you think? How do you think the weekend went?
Well,
In terms of like, we structured everything out with 18 holes on Wednesday, 36 on Thursday, but snuck in an extra 9 in the morning for 45 holes on Thursday. So what's 45 plus 18? 63?
Yeah,
sure.
something like that.
63 holes in the matter of
in
24,
32
32
hours.
Yeah.
My body's not ready for that. My body is mid-winter condition right now. It's not ready for.
So yeah, we're not in season right now.
Is that why you're dragging ass?
Probably. Probably. My body, it takes a couple months to just like get through the seasonal changes. And coming down here was an absolute shock to the body. Number one, jet lagged, hour behind. That threw me off.
We couldn't be more jet lagged. Matt, how jet lagged are you?
I'm not incredibly jet lagged. I don't get too jet lagged.
That's such a lie.
Yeah.
You've been jet lagged the whole time.
You think?
He doesn't.
I'll tell you one thing though. For how long we had to wait at the baggage claim to get our clubs, I was a little bit scared they got lost. I almost shit myself for a quick second thinking that my clubs got lost.
At one point, I had to go scout around to make sure that they were actually delivering like hard cases to the baggage claim area because we were worried the clubs weren't coming.
Just to make me feel better. I said you just go check around a little bit, see if they're just hanging out.
He was sweating.
Also, maybe someone could have taken them. I don't know.
The bitter irony of you getting those stolen before ever swinging them would have been poetic.
I know.
Not the 3 wood though. Yet to arrive.
Yeah, 3 was. So I would have had one. I would have had one club on the way back. That would have been great.
Also, how about your clubs going from friend or your driver went from your friend's friend to your friend to you to me and now to Matt. You have sixth level hand-me-down
generation driver. So yeah, the driver, I actually got it when I was up in Canada from an old roommate of mine, Winnipeg, Canada. So it's a foreign driver, Matt.
Yeah.
Brought it back down to the States, used it for a couple years, borrowed it to another buddy who I remember one time he had it. He had a really bad drive and he threw it off the tee box and it hit the concrete. So that's a good start to the longevity of that driver. And then it sat in my shed for a couple years, and we're talking like 100-degree heat for 4 to 5 months, and then minus 30-degree cold for multiple months. And then I gave it to Tyler. I'm like, this baby's in prime condition right now. Climate controlled through its longevity of life. Gave it to Tyler. Tyler gave it to Matt. Matt's, who are you going to give it to next?
Mitch.
Your child?
Mitch. Maybe.
Then it's going to go to Mitch.
What
this
a story that
this would be a sixth generation driver. Think of the amount.
It's the brotherhood of the traveling driver.
Think of the shit that thing has seen.
Yeah, the stories it could tell.
Yeah.
It did see me beat you in a long drive competition at the simulator once.
You beat me with that driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you would beat me right now.
Depends on you.
Depends on your shot. Because if you get a hold of one.
I hammered a couple this weekend.
You're
an eagle this weekend.
I did get a fucking eagle.
We'll talk about that here in a second. Yeah, and the way you hit the ball, I have trajectory, which it doesn't really play into my favor a lot because then it just splats wherever it lands. You are hitting low stingers, which gets it to
and then they run
correct.
and run and run.
So in a carry contest, I think I would beat you.
I think you would too.
But depending on the day that you're having and then whatever
drive I decide to hit.
Yeah.
Because it's either going pretty good or pretty far and relatively straight, or it's an absolute duff. There's not a lot of in-betweeners.
Yeah. So let's backtrack. Back to Wednesday.
Yeah.
5 a.m. wake-up call. Over to the airport, okay? We get in. We drive straight to the course for 18 holes on a par 3 course.
Yeah, we fly 4 hours to get to Arizona.
Yep.
Get off the plane, get the rental, and then immediately drive to the course. We're all changing in airport bathrooms and stuff.
Yep. So we hit the course, par 3. Great. Par 3 is a great course to warm up on when you're not in prime. You're not in prime condition. Correct. And that was a good time. It was the short course at Mountain Shadows. I don't know. It was a good time.
It was. So here's my one and biggest gripe with it. Too short.
Too short and too expensive for what it was.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The conditions were immaculate. Everything was super well kept.
Yep.
But the holes themselves were not overly difficult, one. And that's coming from very average golfers. And I feel like that's a shared opinion. And two, there was probably out of the 18 holes, 8 or 9 of them under 80 yards.
Yeah, like 60 to 70. And
it's like a par 3 course is usually like a true par 3. Like on a true course, you're never going to get a 65-yard par 3.
Yep. Good warm-up round, though. I mean, good for the wedges, good for the 8, 9 iron.
I got fucking yelled at on that course.
Why?
Well,
I don't think he was yelling at you.
No, he was. And then he came down pissed. So there's one hole.
Oh, because you were on the phone.
Yeah, and I was on the phone, but it was a shared green.
Yep.
So we hit our tee shots. We'd already played the first part of the shared green. So we knew it was coming. Then you wrap around and then you hit back at the same green. So we're up there. My shot went too deep. So my ball was actually closer to the wrong pin on this shared green. And I'm standing there. I see it. And like, oh, shit, there's people teeing off. So I walk back over towards the right pin. And
he thought you were just like...
He thought I was just fucking around on the green. And I was also on the phone with Jake telling him how to do his fucking job. And this guy is just waving at me and cussing and yelling. And then he gets down there. He's like, what are you fucking doing on the fucking phone?
Oh, really?
And I was like, it's a shared green. And he's like, oh, okay. $100 says you don't make your putt.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that entire first part.
I missed the entire first part, too. Like, it seems like his mood towards you changed immediately when he realized
when he saw the other pin. It did. It was a complete tone shift. And I was like, I was way closer to our pin, so I wasn't in his way. And we have just as much right to be on the green that we just hit onto as he does. And so I stayed the fuck out of his way and watched his ball, made sure no one got hit. Then he tried to bark at me, and I was like, it's a shared green, dude. And then he was fine. And then he bet me $100 I couldn't make my putt, and I got really close.
Yeah, you did get really close. And see, God, here's the thing. I'm learning a lot about the game of golf, about myself and the mentality that goes behind it. You got there's some guys out there that take this game way too seriously. They get way too pissed off just to go shoot a 95
on a par
through
3
18
course.
holes on a par 3 course.
On a Wednesday afternoon.
And it's like, come on, man. I get there are dipshits out there that would be fucking around on the green. But we're not those type of
Like,
people.
what do
I
you
think
think-
there's a lot
what do you-
less people like that than we think.
Yeah, but what did he think I was doing?
Exactly.
Did he think that I took time out of my fucking day to come back to that green and just stand there on the phone to fuck with him?
Yeah.
It's like when you're talking on the phone with like a friend or something, you just walk randomly around the house. And
Yeah.
you just end
Yeah.
up on a green somewhere.
Yeah. I do that all the time, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I'll
I can
just-
never sit still on a phone call.
What is that guy's thought process? Is that what he's thinking? That I just wandered over there accidentally and then just said, fuck you?
yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like these guys, pace of play is one thing, but you have 3 other guys with you. You hope one of those guys would see you doing that and be like, hey, Tyler, like these guys are trying to tee off, come over here. But that wasn't the case. It
Yeah, I
was a
didn't
shared
even
green.
need to. I just saw him teeing off, so I came back.
Yeah. So just if you ever get into a situation of where like pace of play or what is this person doing comes into play, just relax for a quick second.
Yeah, think about it for 2 seconds before you spaz.
Yeah, you're gonna shoot a 95 probably, and life is gonna be good after that.
You're not allowed to be mad at another group if you're shooting over 100 for sure.
Correct.
In,
Unless-
in any situation.
Yeah, unless you are golfing the best round of your life,
Yep.
you have no footprint to be mad whatsoever.
I think that's a good rule that a lot of people should adopt.
Yeah.
Like we should
So-
we should sell bag tags that say "Think before you spaz."
How you shoot.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah,
If you do end up getting pissed at somebody and then you get to the end of the round and you shoot over 100, you have to go back and apologize to
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
people.
you have to go over to the clubhouse,
Yeah.
to the front desk, and get their phone number and call and apologize.
Yeah. There's no
Knock on
liability.
their door.
Yep.
Yeah, or you get their address. You have to go like send them a gift basket or something.
Yeah, you need to send an edible arrangement
Yep.
with
Yep.
a videogram.
I'm taking the chocolate strawberries and the chocolate covered pineapple.
Yeah, they have to let the victim order it too.
Yeah. So get the credit card out because I'm gonna order. I'm going all out on this baby. But no, the par 3 course was really good. And then
One thing that was cool about it too, that I will give it all the credit, they had a bonus hole. It was really cool. The par 2 thing, fun little deal. I like that.
you guys think it's way more cool than I think it was cool.
Why don't you think it's cool?
He's got too much swag. You see how he took
Oh,
his
that's
knee
right.
down?
Yeah, he
his
did.
legs fixed.
No.
He fixed his. He looks the way he's sitting.
No, because it was considered a par 2, and you just putted. It was almost like a mini putt hole.
Yeah, we got 19 holes for the price of 18.
and it was a. But yeah,
You're starting
I'm-
to sound like an old school hater.
it's day 4 right now.
yeah.
and-
to make the game too different.
Yeah,
They are.
it was kind of cool though. Get the putter
I
out
liked
again. I did almost hole out on that one.
Big
so
cup too.
would that have been a hole in one if I hold out on the par 2
I'm going to say
putting
no.
from the tee box?
No.
I would agree. No.
Me too.
It's not a
Uh,
real hole. It's just a pretend.
I would-
Especially because the hole was 3 times the size it was supposed to be too.
I would agree as well.
Yeah.
No hole in one.
Okay.
Speaking of hole in ones, we'll get to that in the second segment.
Ooh, yeah.
But Tyler, so the round of 18 went good. Thursday morning.
Wait, what about Wednesday night? We had the Caddy Girls over. We did a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, they all
Shotgun
heard that. They
beers.
heard that already.
Yep.
I
We
suppose.
did that.
Shotgun to Brewski. Yep. They heard the podcast already, man. That was released
It's day 4
earlier this
It's
week.
day 4.
I know, man. We're sucking hind tit right
Oh
now.
yeah, this is being recorded on Saturday night
Yep.
after the Waste Management
It's
Open.
almost
So
7 o'clock.
we don't know who won that yet. So when we start talking about the tournament, don't fucking spaz at us because we haven't seen Sunday yet. Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Let's continue the journey on this weekend. Audio, visual. Okay. Thursday morning, we wake up before the night before, spur of the moment, 9 holes. Oh, the caddy girl, they can golf tomorrow. Let's film a couple videos, right?
Mhm.
So we're not gonna disclose any information. We might have already, but we did a 1-hole scramble with the caddy girls. Tyler and I versus Maddie Poole and Megan, the owner of the caddy girls. That was a lot of fun. We had a good time during it.
Yeah, we won't tell you who won.
We'll tell you that at a later date. So throw another 9 holes into a 36-hole day.
Yeah, so we had a tee time at 9:30 already that morning, and then we decided to try to sneak 9 in before our 9:30 tee time.
Yeah. So we get done.
Worked.
It did work. It worked out well. We get done with that, and we're like, okay. And that was a par 3 course as well.
Yep.
So we're back-to-back par 3 courses. Wednesday's a content day. Thursday morning ended up being the same. And then Thursday, the morning and afternoon round that we already had scheduled, we're going to be fun rounds, right? We're going to be full courses. So we get over to the next course, and Tyler, I think we were 4 holes in when I looked. You looked at me and you said, is this another par 3 course? Son of a bitch, it is. So it was a par 3, par 4 hybrid.
Yeah, so it wasn't a true par 3, but there were no par 5s.
And it took us long enough to realize that.
Yeah, we were ways into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, how many fucking wedge shots do you want me to take off the tee here?
Because it started with a par 4, and we're like, oh, yeah, normal course.
Yeah, this is
Here we
sweet.
go. And then it was par 3, par 3, par 3, par 3. We're like, what the fuck is going on
I know.
here?
It was insane. And then all hell broke loose, Tyler, on hole 4, I believe.
Yep, the second par 4 of the course.
Drivable par 4.
Yes, it was 245 to the center.
I think you hit your tee shot no more than 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it was a hard stinger.
And then what happened?
Hits the hill, rolls up onto the green, rolls just off the back of it.
So you're not on the fringe. You're on the second cut.
Yes, second cut about 5 yards from the fringe. I'm pin high with only about 5 yards of green, so I have 10-yard total shot right here.
Okay.
5 yards of green, 5 yards second cut. And chipped it up, hits the fringe, and drops right in.
For eagle.
For eagle. It took me about 3 seconds to realize that it was an eagle.
Yeah, par 4, yeah.
Which I think is why I got it.
Because you've probably never had an eagle shot that close on a par 4.
Yeah, never. If I would have realized that it was an eagle shot during or before that chip,
You'd have missed.
no chance it goes in.
It was a very cool chip.
Yeah.
It was.
Cold-blooded.
I think I was on the other side of the green, like directly in line with you in the hole. It was sweet. Hold out for eagle. First one ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got an eagle once in a scramble, but that obviously doesn't count.
No.
Yeah, I was fucking through.
Solo eagle.
Called Grandpa Dave right away.
What did he say?
He was pumped. Also asked me if it was legit right away. He asked me if I took a breakfast ball.
Yeah, no, it was completely good.
It would have been either way, just for people wondering. Breakfast ball or not, still an eagle.
Yeah, so would have been an eagle.
Yep.
That's the way we play.
Right, call is just a clean slate.
Yes,
Absolute
exactly.
Reset.
Yep. This is a second chance.
I just got to get an albatross now, and then I'll wait. I'll wait for that hole in one till I'm 75.
Yep, that'll come later in life.
Yep.
So that round was fun until later that night I realized I forgot my nice speaker that I always bring with me on the course. Left it on the cart. Probably the third time I've left it on the cart. I've got lucky the other times because it just ended right back at the clubhouse. And called him that night. Nothing came in. Called him this morning. Nothing came in.
So
she's gone.
How much?
The speaker's gone.
How much shit do you think people lose leaving it in their golf cart?
Oh, it's got to be tons. There's cell phones, wallets,
rings, like jewelry.
Yeah, rings, speakers. What do you think the craziest thing? Someone's probably left like some controlled substances in their
somebody's
cart.
Definitely left drugs in
You think
the
they
cart.
pin them for that? Or
I don't know.
Can you even track that?
Here's my next question. Where does all that stuff go? Is it truly
You know who's working at those courses in the summer. It's 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids looking for a little side gig.
Yeah, it's going to the house party funds for sure.
Those cart boys have an elite stock of speakers and club covers and stuff that they're all just pawning off as a side hustle.
Good for them because caddy girls get all like the big tips usually. So it's nice that
those guys, they don't get enough credit. Maybe the next time you're at a course, just leave a nice little gift in the cart for the old cart boy. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
What do you mean by gift? What should we leave him?
I don't know. A fucking
Cash?
Bushnell speaker.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice gift.
That shit's going straight home with
Dude,
him.
I fucking guarantee you, there's no way the cart boy did not notice the speaker right next to the driver.
He's just
the
biting
wheel.
his tongue.
That's
because
his now.
he's trained to look at all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that's his job. He goes there and he cleans the cart out and makes sure it's good to go for the next group.
Yeah.
He's got your speaker right now. Your speaker is somewhere on Frat Row at the University of Arizona playing Lil Nas X right now.
See, it does have a GPS on it though. So I wonder if I could
track it.
I don't know if I can track the speaker particularly. Maybe I should.
Well, if it has a GPS, then you'd be able to track it, wouldn't you?
But I don't know.
What's the point of the GPS?
The GPS is to tell you how far you are from the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mainly use it as a speaker.
Gotcha.
But in the back of my mind, that thing's long gone, and I don't think I deserve that speaker.
You have kind of abused it
because I've left them back so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good lesson for you to learn.
Kind of like a third strike situation.
Yeah, third time's a charm, and I've probably left it 2 other spots that I was lucky to get enough to get it back.
Matt, you ever leave anything at a course?
Nothing super nice. No, I feel like I maybe had to go back for my AirPods at one point.
I thought I did one time. I thought I left my sand wedge somewhere, but turns out you fucking had it.
That's right.
Oh yeah. So we talked about that before we came down here. We were maybe going to go back to Greyhawk and look for your.
No, that was at Scottsdale. I thought I lost it.
Yeah, we were going to go back and look for it at the tournament.
Turns out we go to the simulator to shoot some videos, and Matt's like, Ryan, he bought Ryan's clubs.
I did.
Side story.
Yeah.
He bought Ryan's old clubs, so he cleans his whole bag out, and he's like, oh, I got like 356 degrees here. He's like, what do I do with this one, Ryan? And I get a little bit of a glimpse at it, and I thought I saw Kirkland. And I was like, this son of a bitch. And he shows me the club, and it's my fucking sand wedge that I've been looking for 3 months, and it's just been living at Matt's house.
Yeah.
Cozy as can be, and I'm at the simulator struggling out of the sand.
You know, Tyler, maybe you didn't deserve that 60 degree
Maybe.
or 56 degree.
You mean it's not my fault that Matt took it from my bag and put it in his?
Maybe he.
Honest to God, think that's what happened.
Yes.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, I
That's a
fucking
nice
I
56
did it.
degree.
I
I'm
did it.
getting away
The
with that.
amount of just random 56 degrees floating around our
exactly.
bags in general is absurd.
I think I have one of Miles's clubs too.
Really?
I honestly think so. I found a
Which
random,
one?
I found like a random wedge or something in there.
Where? Oh, from the trip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's got those ping I2s, which Miles has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a wedge that's a ping I2.
Yeah, it probably
It
is.
probably is.
Mitch, bleep all that out.
Leave it in. He's not going to listen.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
I'll give it. I was gonna give it back to him.
Eventually. You can keep it till he asks.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thursday evening round. What we didn't realize, we're at Verado Victory Club. Beautiful course, may I add. Quiet as can be, super peaceful.
Very quiet.
45 minutes away from our Airbnb. That's too long of a drive to go golf in the evening, especially when it's going to get dark early where we're not going to finish a round.
Yep.
And
What did we get through? 14?
we got through 15. We had 16, 17, 18. And of course, weird. 16, 17, 18 are always the most beautiful holes on every golf course. We just happen to miss them.
Yeah. From now on, like advice for people going on their golf trips. Make the nicest course the first course you play in the day to make sure you get all 18 in.
Yeah.
And then if you have a course that's maybe not as nice or you've played it before, you're not as excited about, put that second.
Yeah.
Because chances are here, especially in the winter, the days are short, you're not going to finish that 18. So
Yeah. And as we're driving back to the clubhouse, we see the people who are on number 18 using like the elite glow in the dark golf balls. You can see
Like
them from a
LED
mile
Those
away.
were phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a big water, like drop down cliff in front of you. And we just had to drive right by. It was depressing. I'll tell you that.
I kind of wanted to park and watch them finish,
I know.
but
They had headlights on their golf course. They had to have lived on the course. They had headlights on
yeah,
that they were
definitely.
God. And we did bring glow in the dark balls, but they were trash.
Yeah, they were just the
You're
shitty cheap. I
trash.
shouldn't have bought the cheap. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
That's okay.
I bought the cheap ones.
Hey, every time we do this, we're learning something new.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't schedule a course 45 minutes away unless it's worth it. Like there's so many courses down here.
And if you do it first.
Yes, correct.
Get that drive out of the way in the morning and then start working your way back.
Yeah, and at this point, I would say hole 10 or 11 on the last course was when things kicked in of like,
We got smacked.
holy shit. My body is broken down.
We're like two white bread Midwesterners. Like we're not used to this heat.
No,
We cannot handle it.
the sun is undefeated.
We
Tally another win for the Sun
Yes.
because holy
It
shit.
is literally
Sun is on a
undefeated.
terror right now.
Yeah. We did a good job with sunscreen though. I don't think anyone got too burnt.
Yeah, I kept forgetting my chest. My chest is toasted.
My chest.
I got that fucking golfer's V going on.
Yeah. But I think it was worth it. Like, in the matter of 30 some hours, we golfed 45 holes, which that's the goal coming down here. Just golf as much as you can. So yeah. Anything you guys would do different?
Just flip flop the courses.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
I think that's a good little tidbit to take away from
I'd
it.
also recommend if you do have an evening course you want to finish, scrambling the whole thing to give yourself a shot.
Yeah.
You're going to do that faster. You're going to get to see the whole course.
Yeah. I would agree.
I kind of wish we would. I mean, it didn't really matter because we were pretty tight with people in front of us. But
Yep. Yeah. Now it's back to the grind, back to the snow, back to the simulator. Got to start get mental reps in. Got actual reps in. We got boys. We got a lot of work to do.
The Sunday scaries are hitting on a Saturday.
'Cause
it sucks.
I think we need to give Arizona a little break. We need to maybe
We
try.
beat up on it too hard.
Yeah, we need to maybe try something
Kicked
different.
our ass.
We become very very familiar with things down here.
Yep.
So I think we maybe just need to try something different. It was a great second trip. I think we're all pretty stoked to get home
Yeah.
and
I'm
do
excited
nothing
to
for
get
the
back.
Super Bowl. But yeah, let's take a quick break and then we'll segment 2. We're gonna wrap things up with the Waste Management Open, the experience there.
But Ryan's on his phone right now, placing a bet on DraftKings, right, Ryan?
No, because we're in
Oh.
North Dakota and we can't do that.
Fuck. Well, you can still do the daily fantasy apps if it's not available in your state.
Yeah, I was honestly just checking all of my winnings from the 56-1 odds that I won on the Super Bowl with DraftKings Sportsbook down in Arizona.
So you bet $5 on a team to win.
$5 on the Rams to win, and I got $280 in free bets.
So you're going to be using that. Are you going to bet all of it in one weekend, or are you going to milk it, save it for a little bit?
Well, I only go to Arizona for short stints, so all in one weekend.
So next time
I tried to lose as much money on DraftKings as I could, and they wouldn't allow me to.
you just hit every single time.
Yeah, I mean,
And then even if you didn't, you still got $280 in free bets.
correct. Yep. So I got to go back to Arizona. It basically pays for my flight down there.
So it's kind of like it's just a win-win-win situation for you.
Basically.
But it is one sad thing. Football is over with. The big game is over with. Ryan won his $280 in free bets on the Rams, which was a Super Bowl, which means we are in the lull. Right now, the only thing happening in football is mock drafts.
Mock drafts, head coaching positions opening and closing.
But Ryan, what's one thing that's just rolling right now?
Baseball.
Golf. You're right. Golf.
Yeah.
And you can bet on golf. I bet on golf this weekend at the Waste Management Open. I didn't win, but I bet on it.
Yeah. I did bet on Brooks to win the tournament, plus 1,000. He was in second place at that time.
Ooh, and then by the end of the day, he was way.
Plus 275.
So you got it at the right time, but Brooks, he let you down.
He did. That's okay, though. We won with the Rams. It's okay.
It is.
okay.
You made it up. So yeah, if it's your sad football's over, there's a million other things you can bet on. You can bet on the NBA. You can bet on college basketball. March Madness is 1 month away.
Yeah.
You'll be able to
there.
bet on, what is it, 64 games?
64. Yeah, 64. Yep.
64 games in just 1 month time for March Madness. Ryan, baseball season right around the corner. Can you bet on spring training? Is that an official game? No.
I don't know.
I don't think
know.
it is, right?
I'm not sure.
We'll find out soon enough.
out.
But if you live in a state where it's not available to you, the sports book, you can use the Daily Fantasy app. I use it pretty much every weekend for the entire football season. So I'm pretty well versed in it. I have looked at my total earnings, Ryan. I am net $58.
Wow.
Yep. So
It's almost as good as my 280.
so essentially, I'm an elite fantasy gambler.
Yeah, probably.
As long as you're above even, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So check it out. You can make a golf lineup. You can do, there's MMA lineups. You can do basketball lineups. You can do whatever you want. So go check out DraftKings Sportsbook. And if it's not available, check out the DraftKings Fantasy app. DraftKings is a official partner of the NFL.
Must be 21 years older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and one other wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Tyler,
Ryan.
was it everything you expected?
Yeah, I had fun. I mean, I didn't expect how absolutely fucking insane it would be to try to get onto 16.
Dude.
Oh my God.
My expectations were like, I didn't realize what we were walking into.
Me either.
And as first timers, I don't think you can.
No.
You just need to roll with it and just expect that it's shoulder to shoulder.
Well, the only person we know that's ever been was Carson, who we had on the podcast last year to talk about the Waste Management Open. And he went where there was record low attendance.
Yeah, there was a third of the amount of people there than there was this year.
Right. So it's probably super easy for him to get on 16.
Yeah.
We would have had to sell our firstborn child, take out, empty our 401ks, and still get a small personal loan to get into 16, to pay someone off to let us into 16.
We also would have had to be there at people started lining up at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And the gates opened at 6.
Which I'm not willing to do.
No, me either. Especially after golfing 45 holes a day before.
Imagine waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to get your ass over to the tournament or get your ass to a parking lot, get on a shuttle bus, and then be at the event by 2 a.m.
But
to
then,
wait in line for 4 hours. For
Yeah,
it to
dude,
open,
Right.
and then to go run and then sit and wait for the tournament to start.
No, they run to 16 and then still wait in line again because they let GA in as people leave. So they have to funnel up into it.
those are the same people that camp out for new video games over
yeah.
Black Friday and like $100 off TVs.
I don't know if there's anything in life that would make me wait for like a long line anymore.
Seriously.
Maybe I'm just my soul is destroyed, but that's just such a the thing is gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
The thing's still gonna come out or whatever. And if you're just sitting there spending your time waiting, that's just such a mismanagement of your time.
So there's not a single thing that you would wait in line for. If you had to pick something, what would it be?
Excluding like a family thing, like if I had to wait in line to see my kid or something. Like that.
Extra
Excluding
shit.
that, yeah. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, honestly, me either. I wasn't even willing to wait in line for the bathroom most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be times here where I would just be like, fuck it, I can hold it a little longer.
yeah. Same. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the crowd. I'm just
The
gonna,
bathrooms suck.
yeah, I'm just going to cross my legs like this and pinch it off.
You got to pee right now. That's the answer.
Yeah,
that's
I
why
do.
he's sitting like that.
So here's where I'm at with number 16. I had some buddies who were on the hole. It looked really sweet, but I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have been bummed that I didn't make it to 16 if that hole in one didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really
Sam Ryder.
that became the talk of the sports world today.
So during this, okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Friday we did what we had planned to do. We had some greenskeeper tickets.
Yes.
Which was a super sweet little area that was like drinks and food and all that kind of stuff and like a walkway along 18.
Yep. Right on the 18 fairway.
Yep. And we did a little bit more walking around. Like we'd go in to get our drinks and then leave and then go walk around and whatever. Friday was a good day. And then Saturday, the plan was to just get somewhere and sit there. And holy shit, did we luck out.
Oh my God.
The first members club we went to, there's multiple spread across the course. There was a huge line. I'm like, what? Why do we pay this much to stand in a line? Right? We just got to talk about standing in line. I'm like, we're not standing in this line.
We won't even stand in a line that we paid to stand
I know.
in.
Yeah, the lines had to be. They got to figure that one out.
Yeah.
next time.
So we went to another members club that was right along 17, and I think we probably sat in line 4 beers for 15 minutes
At least.
Got the beers, kind of just mingled around a little bit. There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah,
and
so
then
it's like open chairs and seating. There's no assigned seats, so it's just see one, grab one type of situation. So
yeah,
this is another instance where early bird gets the worm, and we were not early.
yeah, and then the luck of the century.
Mhm.
We get the very 3 corner spots
Mhm.
where you can see the tee box and the green and everything in between on number 17.
Yep.
We just posted up there.
Drivable par 4. Everybody's amped
Yep.
up from the hype on 16, the hole before. So I think that was a good spot to be.
Well, yeah, and the sweet thing too was when Sam Ryder holed out on 16, you could see the stands on 16 from where we were at, and beers and water bottles and glasses were just being hucked, and there was the whole entire sky was filled with recyclables and liquid. It was fucking unbelievable.
It's like the 4th of July of booze.
Yeah, seriously. I am bummed that we didn't get to make it over to 16 because that happened.
Yeah.
But again, would you enjoy being in that situation, like being in that crowd and there's beer being thrown everywhere?
I think so. I would have loved that
You think
because
I would have been taken up by the moment,
Because
without a doubt.
we did hit a little bit of a wall today. It was like full send last night,
Yep.
and so this morning we were sucking hind tit a little bit this morning.
I was full set all day.
Yeah, but you went and had coffee with your grandma and grandpa later at night.
Yeah, yesterday.
You guys sat down on a nice candlelit dinner.
It wasn't
And,
candlelit.
but we were
it was
grinding.
fireplace.
We were
Well, you guys were grinding at the Macklemore
grinding
concert.
at Mac, like
Making
grinding to get
connections.
Oh,
yeah.
beers and like secure a spot and just like
Enjoy the music.
Listen
Yeah.
to 3 songs. Okay, so story time. These 3, Mitch, Ryan, and Matt, all went to the Macklemore concert after the tournament on
Which was
Friday
sick.
night.
It was sick. Charlie
was
92
super
or Quinn
sick.
92, whatever his name is.
Quinn
92.
XCII, I
think it's
believe.
92, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody calls them that. Matt.
You can
Apparently
call
Quinn
me
stood for like
Stacy.
an acronym.
You
I
can
realized
call
that.
me love.
Exactly. He
You
killed
can
that.
call me baby. and all of
Keep
the
going.
above.
That's why he's sitting like that.
You can call me.
Makes his voice higher when he pinches his nuts off.
And I'll be at your door. You can call me anything, but
Dude, you should have
just don't call me love.
Bro, that sounds like an absolute fucking movie, boys.
It was sick.
That song
we got
was-
vitamin B injections. It was awesome.
That song was an absolute
okay.
cinematic flick.
So you guys go to this concert. You're stoked for Macklemore.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you
But
see
before that-
you see somebody injecting people with a foreign liquid, and you're like, gotta get me some.
Yeah, it was vitamin B.
Yeah. So we had two
Do
choices.
you know for sure?
I think we got swindled in going in there.
You think?
And first off, I thought it was free. And then I heard you talking to them. They're like, $25 for a shot of B12, which I get my B12 from 5 Hour Energies. That's absolutely loaded with B12.
It's 15,000% your
I think
daily
it's
recommended dose.
8,666.
Sure.
Ryan
has 2 though, so
So I knew B12 was just gonna do me. It was gonna do me good, just to keep things going. And then they had like a full IV treatment, which was like $100 for 15 minutes. And we don't have that time. We gotta get good spots for Macklemore because he's gonna start singing Thrift Shop, and I need to see him on stage doing that. Which Thrift Shop we'll get
phenomenal.
we'll get to that in a second. So we sit down and this lady's like, the lady who swindled us to come in, she's like, oh yeah, it's great. Like all everyone here is RNs. Like they know what they're doing. I'm like, I don't think they're RNs. There's no way that these people work at hospitals. Like, what kind of vaccine am I getting right now?
no, they pumped. You just willingly took an injection from some randos, and not only did you willingly take it, you paid
They
for
had
it.
like
It wasn't
they had like business names and
They
stuff.
had to like hopefully Waste Management Open is going to let these guys
So
in
did
there.
Fire Festival. They had business names everywhere. That wasn't legit.
But this is
The businesses were legit at Fire
reputable.
Festival.
Yeah, this is a reputable
Sure.
tournament. They're not going to just hire any Joe Schmoes to come hand out vaccines. I think they're going to look into that a little
What
bit.
if they snuck in?
They wouldn't do that.
You don't know
It's
that.
not allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out if we start growing any appendages or who knows.
Maybe we wake up tomorrow with a Macklemore haircut.
Fucking fur coat.
That would be sick. But I got a second wind at the concert.
The concert was awesome.
Yeah. And
Why didn't you guys stay longer then? You said you only stayed for like 3
Because he
songs.
meet up with his friends.
well, we had another stop to make at the casino,
Mhm.
and we wanted to get an Uber, an Uber.
Yeah.
Uber did.
And so we
Getting
left
an
a little bit early.
Uber was hard.
And here's the thing, Tyler, you can attest to this. These two sitting over here are slow.
Oh my God.
They're fucking
You two
slow.
are nightmares.
Really?
You guys are
Yes.
slow. Tyler, so imagine me trying to, Matt's like, oh, the Uber's going to be here in 4 minutes, and we still have like half a mile to walk.
And then Mitch is trying to take his shit.
Yeah, Mitch is trying to take a shit.
Matt is literally just looking at clouds.
Yeah, and then, hey,
doing that.
Yeah.
hey, he had to stop and get a grilled cheese at one of the food trucks before we could start walking. And then I'm like, all right, boys, boys, come on, boys. We got to get going, boys. And they were just, they were half a mile behind me at all times. I'm like, I'd get up there, and then I'd just sit there and wait, and then they'd catch up, and then I'd just get a half mile ahead again, and then sit there and wait. And it was just this big thing. But hey,
I slow down and enjoy life.
I was just going to say that. What I appreciate about that is
I paid for the Uber. That's why.
what I appreciate about that is like, no worries. We'll get there.
Exactly.
Like, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the grilled cheese and like enjoy being down here.
How was the grilled cheese?
It was phenomenal.
It was
like chicken in it,
Good. That's not a grilled cheese then.
pretty much.
Yeah, he offered me a bite and I took one, and then I took 2 more bites. It was phenomenal.
It was.
So not only did you mooch off his Uber, you stole half his sandwich.
I think I paid for your IV shot too.
But I
Holy
also
shit.
But no.
Matt
you
paid for
probably-
you to get injected with a foreign liquid that
But
you
I
have
also-
no knowledge of.
But I also got him Macklemore ticket.
He did.
So
Hang on, I just thought about that one.
yeah,
Did you though?
I facilitated it.
I was the one who confirmed that we wanted. to do
That's
it.
true.
Oh,
You
really?
did.
Okay.
You did.
Then you're up. I think you're up 2-0 on me now. Then.
Okay, we'll take it.
So Macklemore was sweet, and then hit the casino for a bit. You guys went downtown. You have a good time
I had a
downtown.
great time.
Old Town.
Mitch and Matt own downtown now.
We did.
Yeah,
They
got-
named a street
You
after
guys
him.
took over Arizona, but Mitch and I took over Old Town.
Yeah, you guys got on the jukebox or the touch tunes and just Macklemore the rest of the night.
Heard that we might have to we don't have a Patreon, but it'd be a great place for it. I happen to know that there is some footage out there of Matt on the dance floor, just floating around the stratosphere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
He didn't
is
know where he was at that point, but
by himself,
he
just
owned it.
doing the gritty.
I love dancing.
you love the gritty.
That was my first time doing it last night.
You want to do it for us quick?
How much?
I'm so stiff.
How much have you been practicing the gritty?
I had never done it before ever in my entire life until last night.
Who
Never
taught you?
once.
Who taught you last night? You
There's
just said you just
There
learned.
was just a group of guys doing it, and I just wanted to
And you
fit
just
in.
stood by him and kept doing it till it matched or what?
Pretty much.
So you
I've seen videos.
you're like an observant learner. So you learn by watching other
A
people
little
do
bit.
stuff.
It's
Okay.
like when you watch monkeys learn things at the zoo.
I don't know. Sure. Yeah. That sounds
I don't go to the
good.
zoo often anymore.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
Field trips are over.
What else you guys got in the
Day
tournament?
2, Saturday. Different tickets we talked about. We were on 17. Looked great. We missed the hole in one. Vibes were better.
At 17?
I thought so. We weren't dragging nearly as much ass today
Really?
as we
But
were Friday.
But I think the booze was more accessible on Friday, which
It definitely
and,
was.
And we had Red Bulls just flowing like no
Mixed
other.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
beer,
was great.
All free.
So maybe it was just me because I had to stay a little bit sober on Friday so I could get to Grandma and Grandpa's for our candlelit dinner.
So I think it was you because me and Matt, like we went like we fully sent it.
Yep.
On Friday night, and today was your day, Tyler. Yesterday was
Yeah, I
our
had a
day.
good
Today
time.
was yours.
New video style coming out. Interviewed a bunch of drunk people at the
Yeah, you
tournament.
said you had a good time with it too.
Yeah, some little teaser, some dude. It was his idea, and I just didn't stop
I
him.
forgot about this.
He
Really? Go on.
hopped on the other side of the ropes.
Because
No shit.
Tyler said you won't do that.
I did
He literally
not.
bullied the guy into doing
No,
it.
the dude's like, "I'll go across the ropes right now," and I was like, "Okay."
I did for a split second. So we were walking behind the tee box on 17 to originally get to where we needed to go. And I looked down the fairway from behind the tee box and it was wide open. And I'm like, I could take off right now.
You get those like intrusive
Yeah.
thoughts. You're like, I could easily get to the green by now.
I could take off right now. Someone might cut me off like 150 out from the pin.
That's
but
why you wear your golf shoes so you can cut. Easier.
yeah, a little bit of traction. I could have full sprinted straight down that fairway and then maybe just straight swan dive into the water.
Would you
So they
take
couldn't
your
get
shirt
me.
off?
Probably.
That would be
Yeah,
full
you
send.
swan dive
Yeah,
out onto the
yeah.
water that's shared on 18.
Yeah.
You swim out to the WM floating in the middle of the
Yep.
water.
Talk about throwing a wrench in a tournament. They'd have to get me out somehow.
If you were serious about going viral this weekend, you would have done that.
That would have been the place to do. Also, I wasn't as serious about going to jail though as I was about going viral.
That's true. There's a
But
balance.
boys,
there.
Yeah.
the boys would have got you out like right away, dude.
Yeah.
Boys,
Yeah,
we got to
was
sell
the-
some
we was the
merch.
boys. Yeah.
We got to sell some merch. Hit the link below. We got to get Ryan out of
We,
jail.
we got these fatty new shirts. Yeah. Fatty new breakfast ball polos. Absolutely mint.
One thing that we didn't mention. The merch tent.
Merch tent was cool.
We got that done out of the way. We got that out of the way. Done.
And wash
Right
our
away.
hands of that.
Yep. Got it back to the place. So we'll be coming back. And of course, like,
check out our new backdrop.
yeah, we got a flag. That's kind of the new thing. When we go to a tournament, we'll grab a flag and put it in the pod room. But yeah, of course, when you get something at a tournament, you have to wear it the next day.
Yeah. So
Every single time.
one thing so this is our second tournament we've been to. The Ryder Cup merch tent beat the holy living shit out of the Waste Management
It
merch
did.
tent.
It did.
Wasn't even close.
Well, there was was there multiple at the Ryder Cup or just the one?
No, there was two,
Okay. Well,
but there was one big daddy of them all, and that's the one we went in.
yeah, I would agree with that. A lot more options
Mhm.
too. But at that point, in the Ryder Cup, you have USA versus Europe. So there's both merches on that line. This is just one tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also on DraftKings yesterday morning, so Friday morning, I got Brooks to win it all at plus 1,000.
And now he's only
And now
like
he's plus
250.
275.
Mm.
So I'm really hoping that works out for me.
That gives you a great reason to come back to DraftKings country.
I know I have to.
Yeah.
If I want to make a withdraw, I have to. So we have to come back down here.
Yeah. In about 3 months, we'll just have a house here.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Yeah, we'll buy a house.
Get a rental and then Airbnb it when we're not going to be here.
We'll say we live here 2 weeks a year. We'll
I think it's funny,
get cheap taxes.
and I don't know if it really is this way, but there's so many people online that say, "Oh, like passive income. It's so easy to just buy an Airbnb and then just rent it out and make 6 figures in your first year. Like, is it really that easy?
I think in the right cities it is.
I gotta imagine there's still a lot of work that you don't think about. Like, you gotta manage them.
Right.
The managerial part
It's a
of
business.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to get too into the weeds on running Airbnbs, but it's having somebody get keys and back and forth from clients and cleaning.
Yeah. Cleaning, yep.
That's the tough part of it. But I don't know if I really want to go into it too much.
No, you don't have to. No.
What I would like to do is Airbnb golf partners. New app. You book out a golf partner in each course. So
For one.
I'm signing up. It's like Tinder for golf, but there's like a golf pro at each course. You show up to it. He's your Airbnb. He's your partner for the day.
So you golf with a pro?
Could be a pro. Could be an average guy. You get to choose.
I think it would just be Tinder for golf.
Yeah, it's a stretch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I liked where your head was at.
It sounded
Golf
good in my
innovation
head
of the
right
week.
Have we
away.
talked about Tinder for golfers yet?
We've
on this
also-
podcast.
We've also
So
just
Ryan,
tried
tell us
to.
about the yips.
Jesus Christ. They did come out a little bit this week.
I thought you were really good.
Yeah, once or twice, but not bad.
No, once or twice. But here's the thing: like last year, that would have been the whole entire round, right? But
Yeah.
now I can work myself through them on like the next hole. I just got to get my distances figured out because I'm just not striking the ball well. So we got some work to do. I'll probably get a package of like 5 lessons a week for 10 weeks when I get back. So 50 total lessons.
Ooh, I did ask some guy in that interview.
I'm not.
remember that.
Also, I'm kidding. I'm not getting 50 total lessons.
No, I did ask some guy in the interview, like, what's the best way for an average golfer to get better? One simple tip. And he's like, get 10 lessons.
Yeah, because one lesson's not enough.
Yeah, but also, is the average golfer going to spend money on 10 lessons? No. That's somebody that wants to be better than average.
Tyler, you know me.
Yeah, I know. You want to be better than average.
I'm always
average
striving-
is not in Ryan's vocabulary.
Also, okay, let's talk about this. The amount of kids at the Waste Management Open that their dads could have sued us at any point was astronomical.
Suit us?
That it's the typical frat, like your typical frat boy that walks around, and if you get into some beef with him, he'll say, "Well, my dad is a lawyer and he'll sue you."
Yeah.
Oh.
If we had spilled any
I
beer
thought you
on
were
this- on
talking
these
about-
guys, they would have sued us into oblivion.
No, yeah, I
I
get.
thought you were talking about like the actual weird amount of kids that were there.
No,
Like children under the age of 12.
No, I'm probably like more so like college kids.
Yeah.
I might have laid that out wrong, but
lots
foggy.
of frat boys.
Yeah.
Tons.
Like the amount of like parent lawyers walking around there was astronomical.
A lot of trust funds.
A lot of trust funds. Yep. But yeah, interesting demographic at the Waste Management Open.
You got all walks.
all walks of life.
I kind of like that though.
I do too. I do feel bad for the older folk who might have a little bit tougher time getting around because like it's no holds barred.
You got to be
like,
you got to be fast. You got to be
Yes.
decisive. You're doing a lot of walking between people.
Yep.
yes, it's tough.
Cutting shoulders.
There's no room for mercy when you're stuck in the crowd and it's all flowing
Yeah.
one way.
Also, I did see a couple people with like babies and strollers. I think
Nightmare.
that's one place I would never.
Me either.
I don't want to say never because I maybe will one day, but bringing a stroller to an event like that would be atrocious.
I wouldn't do it. I'll say never.
Yeah, I'm probably right there with you.
I agree. It's just not worth it. Then you probably have to buy an extra ticket for the kid too. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not going to find out.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not bringing any infants that small to a tournament.
Yeah. Anything else to just recap the tournament in general? I mean, hey,
No. So where we're sitting now, Sahith Thigala.
top of the leaderboard.
He is the Tom Hoagie of the Waste Management Open.
Yep.
Just came out of nowhere. This is his first tournament that he's seen a lot of success in. Hoagie right on his heels. We
Yeah.
did see him bogey 17, which sucked. So he dropped a stroke back. But who do you guys got going into tomorrow so that we have our takes on here so people will know if we're right or wrong by
Brooks.
the time? You taking Brooks?
I got money on him. Yeah, he's got to win.
I also think Brooks.
You got money on Max Homa.
Yeah, but he's too far out of it now. At this
No,
point,
he's
I think.
9 under.
I thought he was like
Leaders
50th.
at 13.
Oh, okay.
He's got to have a hell of a Sunday.
Yeah, I do have money on him, but I think it'll be Brooks
Yeah.
at this point. He's even
I hope so.
had control of the situation.
He likes this type of shit too. Like this is his type of tournament
Yeah.
where like people are just rowdy. I'm sure there's golfers who just they don't like that. They don't like playing in that.
Oh, I would agree.
But guys like Bubba and Brooks and JT, like they love this shit, dude. It's just like the Ryder Cup. Everyone's there, fucking rowdy as all hell. I would say, my just initial recap is like, hey, if you like to drink beer, if you like to golf, If you like to watch golf, which watching it live is so much different than on TV, is way better.
I agree.
You got it. This is a tournament you got to go to. You got to experience it. Maybe splurge a little bit, get some good tickets, and
if you don't get there early, you can still get.
GA. You can also get some great spots.
You can. It's just as how willing you are to get up early.
Yeah. So you could do it this way. You could pay cheaper for GA and pay for all your drinks, or you could splurge a little bit better, get into a spot that like complimentary drinks because you paid more for the ticket. I think there's two ways to go with it. Either or is going to be.
But you can get seats. Cheap
Yeah.
or expensive, totally up to you. You get good spots either way.
Yeah, there was tons of spots to sit like right on the green or wherever. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, overall great experience. I think, if you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, you just got to do it. Do it next year. It's going to be probably even crazier next year. That's all I got for you, Tyler.
That's all I got for you, Ryan. Matt,
yeah.
What do you got?
I got nothing else. You guys?
Okay.
You guys ready to get packing?
Yeah. What episode is it? We got to get ready for our flight tomorrow, so we're leaving.
72.
72.
Thanks for listening to 72.
Guys, love you. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the support too, in terms of like, hey, a bunch of you guys, we met up with a bunch of you guys at the tournament, took some photos, the messages coming in. We love it. So thanks for all that. Thanks for listening to episode 72, Double Bogey Show. See you next week.
Bye.
Hell, that's a breakfast ball.